Hi, welcome to All Piano Improvisation. The topic for this video, the 4 types of triad you can find in music. In closed position, you can hear an augmented triad, a major triad, a minor triad, a diminished triad. I will take the commentary up to F sharp from C, which is a tritone away. If you're unfamiliar with the tritone is an interval that stands in the middle of the octave. If you was to count up in semitones from a root of C, and if you was to count backwards from the octave of C, you'll find it's the same amount of steps. If you count C as being 1 in number, C, C sharp, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp. So C to F sharp is 7 in counts if you was to count C as 1. It's the same as saying 1 to 5. Perfect fifth. If you count the steps, C would be 1 and G would be 8, number 8 in steps. I find it's a clearer way to explain the steps so that you have a starting point as your number 1. And it makes sense in terms of triads. On the white notes of the piano, 1, 3, 5, you count C as 1, E as 3, 5 would be the G, perfect fifth. So I will talk you through from C, the exercise as on the PDF with the red marked notation with the extra note added with a diminished 7th chord, which leads us up a semitone above. I will comment all the way from C up to F sharp, and I will just complete the exercise, and you can see visually on the keyboard how I'm playing the notes. This is also an excellent way to train your ear to recognising the chords and that idea of one voice moving. After some time you may be, hopefully, able to sing these types of chords, these closed position triads, without any reference to pitch. Da da da, augmented, da da da, major, da da da, minor, da da da, diminished. So your ear gets used to those spaces, those intervals, all these different interval spacings which are found within these triads. A major third, so root, major third, augmented fifth. It's a selection of major thirds stacked together. If you carried up to the octave, you would find another major third from the augmented fifth. Again, intervals can be augmented and diminished, but for the sake of this exercise, we're making it a visual exercise at the keyboard and not a theory. Depending on what key you're in, you can have augmented notes. You can have diminished and augmented intervals. So, for example, a flat 5 could also be an augmented 4th from C. Depends what key you're in and what the context. And a minor 3rd from C on the piano could be an augmented 2nd. Again, it depends on key, but we're not concerned with that. We're concerned with seeing and playing the shapes of the chords and hearing what they sound like. C augmented, C major, C minor, C diminished. We just add another minor third on top of the diminished fifth to give us this 4-note chord, which leads us up a semitone to D flat augmented. On the PDF this is shown as red notation with a red chord symbol. If it's too confusing to add this extra note, ignore the bars that are showing red notation, and just jump straight to the augmented shape. But for the purpose of the video, I will play this diminished 7th chord before we move up a semitone. It just leads, it makes a really nice sound leading you up to the semitone above key wise, and we can go through all the 12 keys. So we have C augmented, C major, C minor, C diminished 7th, D flat augmented, D flat, C sharp minor, enharmonic equivalent of D flat minor, but more piano friendly or more common, C sharp diminished 7th, D augmented, D major, D minor, D diminished 7th, E flat augmented, E flat minor, E flat diminished 7th, E augmented, E major, E minor, E diminished 7th, F augmented, F major, F minor, F diminished 7th, F sharp augmented, etc. We're a tritone away from where we started our exercise.